بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم والله غفور رحيم قل أطيعوا الله والرسول فإن تولوا فإن الله لا يحب الكافرين آمنت بالله صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. My extremely beloved brothers, sisters, mothers and elders, Allah Ta'ala's infinite mercy and karam that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala gave us tawfiq, Allah Akbar, to express His slavery, to express abdiyat to Allah. abdiyat zakir karna ye bhi Allah ki ni'mat hai, bila shak. To be able to express your slavery to Allah, it is Allah's one of the biggest ni'mat of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Sisters, please, can you make the voice, the ladies quiet, please? Tell them that this is important point. Now, seriously, I just remember now that Qari Tayyib Sarahmatullah Ali, he was a very big Sheikh of India, and he was a very big philosopher, very big scholar, and muhaddis. MashaAllah, in one word, he was a very big scholar. He came to States around in the 1970s or 60s. So at that time, of course, there was hardly masajid and there was hardly any like madrasa or Muslims were less. So one day he came here, and after like 2 weeks, and I mean subhanallah, Qari Tayyib Sahib was a very, very big alim, and all over India, Pakistan, all over our Asia, and even Middle East. He was very, very much, very alim, very much famous alim. Allah Akbar, in all aspects, ilm, taqwa, tasawwuf, mantiq, in all aspects he was kamal. He was out 10. First Mufti, but not the founder. Yeah. So he came to States, and now such a big hasti, such a big, luminary, and there's no ulama, there's no istiqbal, there's no reception. So his friends, they did a lot of mehnat, they did a lot of effort, and they gathered around like 100 men. After a lot of effort, it was somewhere in New York. So he comes to the masjid and he sees like 100 people. And this sheikh, he used to give bayan to thousands and thousands. It was his usual bayan, like his normal bayan. Anyone who would hit the name Qari Tayyib Sahib, they would rush like sea. So sheikh sat in the bayan, he's like, MashaAllah, Subhanallah. He's saying Subhanallah, MashaAllah, Subhanallah. And then he started giving bayan. After like 10 or 15 minutes, and then his friend, who was who organized the whole meeting or the whole bayan, he said, Sheikh, listen Sheikh, don't underestimate these 100 people. These 100 people here, each of them, they resemble 1,000 in India or in Pakistan. So he said, Sheikh, don't underestimate these people. One is equal to 1,000. So Sheikh said, yeah, okay, inshallah, mashallah, it's okay. He starts giving bayan, and after like 10-15 minutes, one person stands up. And he's leaving the majma. So Sheikh is like, bhai, don't leave. If you leave, 1,000 is living with you. if you leave, 1,000 will be less in this majma. Don't leave, bhai, please sit down. Allahu Akbar kabira. Haqiqatan, this is a big blessing that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, He gave us tawfiq to be in this mahal, in this country. Wallahi al-azim. Allah Ta'ala said in the Quran, وَابْتَغِ فِيمَا آتَاكَ اللَّهُ الدَّارَ الْآخِرَةَ وَلَا تَنْسَ نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا وَأَحْسِنْ كَمَا أَحْسَنَ اللَّهُ إِلَيْكَ وَلَا تَبْغِ الْفَسَادَ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغِ فِيمَا آتَاكَ اللَّهُ الدَّارَ الْآخِرَةَ O insan, whatever blessing I have given you. This is khas for Qarun, but the ayat is am. O insan, whatever ni'mat, blessings I have given you, search for the akhirah. So whatever chain and sukoon and in enjoyment and blessing you are enjoying in America, we must make our motive, our maqsad, with Allah, Allah's pleasure. And one step ahead I will say Allah Ta'ala's love. No one can be bigger mahroom than the person who is deprived of Allah Ta'ala's love, or who doesn't know how much Allah Ta'ala loves him. Before we start this bayan, let's make our nafs silent. Let's make our nafs silent, and let's put a lid on my nafs, and let's listen how much Allah Ta'ala loves each and every single insan. And also, that what is the maqsad of our life? What is the purpose of our life? আমাদের জীবনের মাকসাদটা কি? One elder, he was saying, he was giving a misal, he was giving an example that is 11 at night, 11 p.m. at night, and it's winter, and there is a knock on the door. The female, the sister, she opens the door and she sees a beggar. And the beggar says, like, sister, for Allah's wasta, like for Allah's, by Allah, please, can I have some food? So she tells the beggar, okay, can you wait here? She goes to the fridge and she checks the fridge. Probably she didn't find any dinner left over, or there's no food left for her. Like there's no food left. So she checks the fridge and she sees the kitchen and she doesn't find any food. She comes back to the door and she tells the beggar that, please, pardon me, forgive me, there's no food here. Please go away. And the beggar said, okay, mashallah, jazakallah khair, I'll go somewhere else. Right? The beggar is gone. And then after 2 hours, it's 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. at night, and it's winter. And there is a knock on the door again. And this time who comes? Damat aa gaya. The son-in-law comes. Who came? Son-in-law, he comes to the house now. And then the mother-in-law, she's like, wow, what are you doing here? Like, mom, I was passing by and I felt hungry. I thought to stop by over and have some food. So will she give the same answer, that there's no food in the house, please forgive me? She won't say that, right? She will never say that. On the contrary, she will say, Are Damad, son-in-law, subhanallah, ahlan marhaban bik. Welcome to the house. Come on inside. Is there food? Don't worry about food. What do you want to eat? Then chicken korma is there, biryani is there. She opens the fridge, chapata is there, dosa is there. So, what's the difference? In the first, it was same human being, but the answer was there's no food. And now son-in-law comes, and there's not only food, there's biryani, and there is chicken korma, and there's hot roti, warm roti. Because she made the purpose to serve the son-in-law. Right? Now look at our life. Let's reflect upon my life. That how much time I have passed, how much time I have spent from my life, and what's my aim of my life? What's my maqsad? أرضيتم بالحياة الدنيا من الآخرة فما متاع الحياة الدنيا في الآخرة إلا قليل. O insan, you are much more valuable to me than you will spend your life in this dunya. You will spend your life behind this dunya. No. First understand that me, Allah, I love you. I have tremendous love for all of you, O insan. Open Surah Baqarah. In Surah Baqarah, Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran, Hudan lil Muttaqeen. The first ayat of the Quran is what? This is a guidance for those who are believers, meaning for those who are mu'min, muttaqeen, Muslim. For them, this Quran, this is guidance. But then, the first nida, the first announcement in the Quran, the first Allah Ta'ala calling insan, the first announcement, the first nida, Allah doesn't call believers. Allah says, Ya ayyuhan nas, u'budu rabbakum. The first nida He made in the Quran, it was to the whole humanity, whole humankind. He says, Bhai, dekho, this Quran, this 30 para Quran, 30 juz Quran, it is, have this conviction, have this yaqeen. This 30 para Quran, it is a 30 para love letter from Allah to you. Hakim Akhtasab, he said this, that isko, that this Quran, this is a 30 juz love letter from the Ashik, from Allah to us. Allah loves us. Allah Ta'ala is expressing, demonstrating His love in the Quran to all insan, whole humanity. Hadith al-Qudsi. You heard this before also. Ya ibn Adam, inni laka muhibbun, fabihaqqi alayka kulli muhibba. Ya ibn Adam, inni laka muhibbun, fabihaqqi alayka kulli muhibba. O Ibn Adam, O son of Adam, Allah Ta'ala is calling everyone. Even those who are atheists, those who deny the existence of Allah Ta'ala. Allah is saying, Aare banda, you deny me, I don't deny you. Insan, you deny my existence, I don't deny you. I have love for you. Christians, Jews, Nasara, sinners, the bad person, the evilest evil, everyone. Allah is, everyone, Allah Ta'ala is saying, Inni laka muhibbun. I have love for you. I have love for you. I love all of you. فَبِحَقِّي عَلَيْكَ كُلِّ مُحِبًّا. Can you also please love me? This is lacking today in this world. My heart has become hard. Because my heart is searching for something, but I'm not searching for the real and true love. Inna Allah la yanzur ila suwarikum wa amwalikum. Allah does not look at the zahir, the apparent asbab. Allah doesn't look at our apparent thing, material, wealth, degree. No. Allah Ta'ala loves the heart. One misal, look. Hajj, in Hajj, Allah Ta'ala, what Hajj is not only a worship where you just going to walk around the Tawaf, the Kaaba, you're going to run to Sa'i Marwa, Safa Marwa, and then you're going to go to Arafah. No, listen. Hajj is not just a mere walking and rituals. It's not a mere like just doing things, circles, okay? Hajj, without a doubt, without a bit of doubt, Hajj, it is a very big manifestation of Allah, how much Allah loves me and you. Allah says in the Quran, خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ مَسْجِدٍ يَا بَنِي آدَمَ خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ مَسْجِدٍ. O Bani Adam, when you go to pray Salah, O Insan, when you go to pray Salah, then decorate yourself. خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ masjid doesn't mean thing. Masjid means Salah. But of course, when we come to the masjid to pray, Allah Ta'ala is saying, O Insan, male and female, whoever you are, when you come to the masjid and when you go to pray Salah, when you go to the masjid and you want to lead Salah, you want to pray Salah, خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ, then you have to be decorated, you have to be beautiful. It's Allah's order in the Quran. You have to be decorated, neat and clean when you come to pray Salah. It's Quran ayah. Then Allah Ta'ala is ordering insan, and Sheikh Zakaria, he said, Sheikh Zakaria, who was a very, very big muhaddis. He said that if a person, he has the habit of wearing sherwani when he meets guests, he does not meet his guest without sherwani, then for him it's makruh to pray Salah without sherwani. Sheikh Zakaria, rahmatullah alayhi, who was one of the very greatest muhaddis. And then, so he said that it is, if you have the habit that you wear only sherwani and you don't meet your guest without sherwani, for you to pray Salah without sherwani is makruh. So Allah Ta'ala is ordering insan, when you come to pray Salah, you have to be neat and clean and beautiful, for both male and female. But here Allah Ta'ala, when He calls Banda towards His house, towards Baytullah, towards Baitullah. Huh? When he is calling insans towards Baitullah, it's not only a masjid. It is the house of Allah. It is the house of Allah, Allah Ta'ala's Anbiya. The founder of that house is Allah Ta'ala's Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam. This Allah Baitullah, Ka'batullah, Baiti, Allah's house, Allah's Kaaba. Allah is ordering insan to come towards Kaaba, come for Hajj and Umrah. And Allah Ta'ala is saying, don't wear beautiful clothes. You cannot wear beautiful clothes, O insan. I am not interested in seeing you in beautiful clothes. I am not interested in seeing you in beautiful fragrance. You cannot use butter. You cannot use fragrance. You cannot cut your nails. You cannot cut your hair. You cannot wear any nice clothes. You have to wear 2 pieces of ihram. And you will smell, I know that. You will sweat. You will have the smell. But oh insan, I'm not after your wealth. I am not interested in your money. I am not interested in your beautiful clothes. Oh insan, I want only you. That's what come to me in ihram. See how Allah Ta'ala's love is expressing to all the insan. Oh insan, when you come to do a hajj, the smell of your armpit, the smell of your sweat is more beloved to me than mashk and amber. How much Allah Ta'ala loves insan. Ya ibn Adam, inni laka muhibbun. I have love for all of you. When a child is born, we give azan, right? We give azan in the right ear. We say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allah Ta'ala, He does not wait that a baby comes in the dunya. Allah Ta'ala is ordering insan that give him my ta'aruf. Let him know about me. Did you see any father, any mother? When a newborn is here, that the mother goes in the ear and says, I'm your mom, I'm your mom. Or the dad comes and says in the ear, I'm your dad, I'm your dad. But Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Azan in the right ear, Iqamah in the left ear. It is sunnah. And the muhaddis, they say that shaitan goes away. Of course, that's true. But my fikir is that I think and I believe that Allah loves me too much. Allah loves insan too much. That's why He doesn't wait a second. Baby is born, go and tell him about Allah. Go and tell him about Allah. Hadith Qudsi. When Allah loves someone, He tells Jibreel that, oh Jibreel, ana uhibbuhu fa ahbibhu. I love him. Go and you also love him. Jibreel comes and he announced in the asman, in the heaven, that oh malaika, Allah loves him, and He told me to love him. All of you love him. And then Allah Ta'ala puts the love of that individual in the hearts of all makhluqat. But the sinner, the one who's disobeying Allah all throughout his life, Allah never said that. I dislike him, so Jibreel, you also dislike him. I hate him, you also hate him. No, Allah never said that. But when Allah loves someone, He makes everyone love Him. These are all alamat to us ponder that let's not go away from Allah Ta'ala's love. فَفِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ نَبِّئْ عِبَادِي أَنِّي أَنَا الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. O Muhammad, tell the insan, نَبِّئْ عِبَادِي أَنِّي أَنَا الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. O Muhammad, tell insan that I have tremendous love for them. I am most forgiving. I forgive all the time. And Rahim, I have mercy upon insan tremendously. Tell them, keep reminding them. Let insan not think that I am a stranger. So this is the taqaza. Spirituality has gone from our life. This material world, it has snatched and it has kidnapped the place where Allah's love is supposed to be there. Where Allah's love was supposed to be there, this material dunya, it has snatched it away. So now it's empty. We can spend our entire life in ma'asiyat, in guna. Wallahi al-azim, we will never ever find peace and solace and satisfaction of the heart until I turn to Allah Ta'ala. Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. Allah created me. Allah expressed so much love. He showed insan so much love that when we were in our mother's stomach, in the womb of my mother, Allah Ta'ala, He fed me. When I was in the womb, Allah Ta'ala fed me with the umbilical cord. Right? When the baby is in the mother's womb, the baby is not fed with the mouth, right? The baby is fed with the umbilical cord. That there is a wire, there is a cord. Allah Ta'ala feeds the baby with that cord. He does not feed with the mouth. Even though when this baby is born in the dunya, he is fed with the mouth. Why? Why is this? Allah doesn't have qudrat that He can feed the baby with the mouth in the womb. Allah He has. But He's showing insan that, oh insan, when you were in your mother's womb, I fed you not by your mouth, I fed you with the umbilical cord, and the food went to your stomach directly. Because oh insan, when you were baby and you were in the womb of your mother, there was blood, there was some other filth, and you were in that filth and in that blood which is impure. I did not desire that filth or that blood, that nabaki goes in your mouth. This is explanation. It's not my made up tafsir. Muhaddis, they gave this tafsir, they gave this explanation. It's not made up of my own ijtihad. No. How much infinite love Allah Ta'ala possesses for insan. That's why again I'm saying, Abdus, he said that Quran, the whole 35 Quran, and wallahi, I challenge you all, start reading Quran from today and embed in your heart, have 100% conviction and faith in your heart that Allah loves me tremendously, and read the Quran, and wallah, you will find difference. You will find tremendous change. You will find tremendous enjoyment in the Quran when you read the Quran with this conviction that Allah loves me. And what I am doing today for this love of Allah He has with me, what's my behavior with that? How I am repaying Allah's love? What's my halat? What's my condition? The first and foremost symbol, alamat of Allah's love is I will stop all guna. I will stop all guna. This is the first symbol and alamat that I have love for Allah. We do not want to drink water from a bottle or from a glass which has a speck of dirt, right? If there is a speck of dirt in a glass, we do not want to drink water from that. Halaqa, that water is going to come out as napak. It's going to come out as urine. Then why will Allah Ta'ala accept my heart which is full with guna, which is full with ma'siyat and disobedience? No. Is there any person in this dunya, or is there any person, any brother, any sister in Danbury that who can come to me and tell me that I have a car, but all throughout my life I never cleaned my car, I never did a car wash? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be a possible or a true answer. If someone comes to me and tells me, Mufti Sahab, I can challenge you that I had a car, I never washed my car in my entire life. We are showing importance to an object which carries me, an object and an instrument, insignificant dunya's mahol, and I keep it clean, I keep it tip-top clean. I take it to the car wash. And sometimes I go to the hand wash, which is double price probably, I don't know. And how about my heart, where Allah Ta'ala is there? Am I polluting my heart? And am I doing a car wash of my heart? Musa alayhi salam said, "Oh Allah, where can you be found?" Allah said, "Musa, the only place I can be found is the heart of a believer. That's the only place I can be found." So this is Allah. This is Allah. Our heart, it carries Allah Ta'ala's love. This life was given to us that we we came in this world, we were pure. Fitratullahi allati fatara an-nasa 'alayha. We should leave this dunya without any guna. Let's not pollute our heart with sins, disobedience, with ma'siyat. خل الذنوب صغيرها وكبيرها فهو التقى واصنع كماش فوق أرض الشوك يحذر ما يرى لا تحقرن صغيرة ولا كبيرة إن الجبال من الحصى. One poet is saying, O insan, shun all the guna, saghira guna, kabira guna, major sin, small sin. Stop all of them, leave all the guna. Then you are a muttaqi. And be like that person who is walking on an earth where there is a lot of spikes and thorns. When we drive our car and there is some bump, there is some speed brake, or there is some thorn, or there is some brake, we maneuver our car so that my tire does not go in that bump. How much caution I am taking that my car tire should not be injured. My car tire should not be dirty. If there is mud, I avoid that mud and I turn my car. That I do not want my tire to be dirty. And today we are in the ocean of sins. We are in the ocean of sins. That's why Allah wants our heart to be pure. وَهُوَ الَّذِي يَتْلُو عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتِهِ وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ. Wallahi al-Azim. Whatever we sacrifice in this world, Allah will give us exactly that same ni'mat in million times more. That's why in Surah Fatiha we read Ihdinas Sirat al-Mustaqim. Why? Ihdinas Sirat al-Mustaqim. We are making this dua every single day. Sirat al-Mustaqim, Sirat al-Mustaqim. Muhaddisin, they say that Sirat means bridge, right? Sirat means bridge. And we are asking Allah, oh Allah, give me the guidance, give me the tawfiq that I can stay on the bridge in this world. I can stay on the correct bridge in this world. Mufassirin, they say that why Allah used the word here sirat, because if you can stay on sirat al-mustaqim in this world, if you can live the life of taqwa, if you can live the life of Allah's love, if you can live like Allah's lover in this dunya, then Allah Ta'ala, He will guarantee you. Allah Ta'ala is your guarantor that He will make you cross the full sirat on the day of Qiyamah. كُلَّمَا رُزِقُوا مِنْهَا مِنْ ثَمَرَةٍ رِزْقًا قَالُوا هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلُ وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا قَالُوا هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلُ وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا. In Jannat, when Allah Ta'ala will give ni'mat to insan, in Jannat, when the insan and the Muslim, they will enjoy all Allah's blessing and ni'mat, they will say, unanimously they will say, هَذَا الَّذِي رُزِقْنَا مِنْ قَبْلُ. Are Ya Allah, we had this blessing in the dunya. Meaning, Allah, you sacrifice your eyes from haram in this dunya, Allah will give you that replacement in a million times more in Jannah. Sacrifice the dunya, Allah will give you the same dunya, but in million, billion times more better, more beautiful. Whatever we sacrifice in this world, Allah will not make me lost, never. Man taraka shay'an lillahi awwasallahu khayran minhu. The Nabi Sallallahu says, Man taraka shay'an lillahi. You shun a guna, leave a guna for the sake of Allah. Awwasallahu khayran minhu. Allah Azza wa Jal, He will give you something which is more better than that which we have left. The guna which we have left, Allah will give you something which is more better. Awwasallahu khayran minhu. And Surah Yusuf alayhi salam, in Surah Yusuf alayhi salam, he did this. A beautiful girl who was young, who was rich, who was extremely beautiful, and who had the money, and there was secrecy, there was total privacy, calling Yusuf alayhi salam towards haram. And Yusuf alayhi salam, he's a young lad, young guy, with extreme shahwat, young person, and there is no recording, there is no video recording there. And also Yusuf alayhi salam, he was a mamluk, meaning he was a slave. And those days, no one really cared. No one really gave so much importance that a slave, like, they can do whatever they want. So when you are a slave, you are open to more guna than you are a free man. So this Yusuf alayhi salam, he wasn't a Nabi, he was just a small boy, young teenager. And he is being seduced by a beautiful young girl who has riches, everything towards zina. And Yusuf alayhi salam says, no, I fear Allah. I cannot do this haram. Right? What did Allah give him? Allah gave him the kingdom. Allah made him the king of Misr. Allah makes him a king because he sacrificed a guna for the sake of Allah. And wallahi, there is hundreds and thousands of this kind of misal. فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى يومئذ يتذكر الإنسان ما سعى وبرزت الجحيم لمن يرى فأما من طغى وآثر الحياة الدنيا فإن الجحيم هي المأوى وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى فإن الجنة هي المأوى. This ayat. وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى. Al-hawa here means guna. Your lust, your desire. And the word here is al-hawa with alif lam. And alif lam, it makes a word specific. Meaning, O insan, the guna which you want to commit now. The guna, the disobedience which you want to commit now. The present one. Leave this guna. Leave it for the sake of Allah. فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. Then the only address I can give you, O insan, is Jannat. Meaning, the guna which you are going towards now. So, the first symbol of Allah Ta'ala is that in attain how much Allah Ta'ala loves me, to pay Allah Ta'ala back. What the least I can do is I can leave the guna. I can leave the guna and follow the footsteps and the sunnah of the Nabi Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The ittaba' sunnah is for every single insan. Ittaba' sunnah. That's why Allah said, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهِ. The ayat which I read in khutbah, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي. Allah is saying, O insan, if you love Allah, then obey Muhammad. He did not say, if you want to ittaba' Allah, if you want to obey Allah, then do ittaba' Muhammad. It would have make more sense. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تَتَّبِعُونَ اللَّهِ. If you want to do ittaba', if you want to obey Allah, if you want to do the obedience of Allah, then do ittaba' Muhammad. No. If you want to love Allah, then the only way you have is take the sunnah, make the sunnah lazim in your life. Cling onto the sunnah. Then if we can bring the sunnah in my life, in the life of my family, if the sisters and the mothers, if they can inculcate the sunnah in their life, Allah Ta'ala will bless us with the love of Allah Ta'ala. And just like Allah is great, nothing is bigger than Allah, nothing is more greater than Allah Ta'ala, nothing can be greater than the love of Allah Ta'ala as well. When we will live a life in this world, when we will do our job, when we will do our business, we will lead our daily life, but there's going to be the love of Allah Ta'ala. Believe me, nothing will matter. Dunya can become andhera. Dunya can give me talaq. Dunya can keep me aside. But the amount of taste and the kingdom in my heart, there cannot be any replacement. There cannot be any example. There cannot be nothing equal to the enjoyment and the kingdom in my heart and the lazat and the taste which I will enjoy when I will have the love of Allah Ta'ala. And this is why we came in this dunya. Allah loves insan. He wants us to love Him as well. Let's not be engrossed and let's not, sink ourselves. Let's not be drowned in this material world. when I will make myself drown, I will drown in this material world, he will drown me as well. He will sink me in the ocean as well. And then I will end up in the day of Allah and there's nothing. Sheikh Hassan Ali from UK, he was saying this story that a small boy who used to learn maktab or something, he passed away one day. Maybe he was age of 11 or 10. So Sheikh Hassan Ali, he was very sad, of course, that small boy passed away. I think he had some sickness, probably. So, and as well as, of course, the whole community, they were very sad and very, shocked that a small boy had left the dunya. So, Sheikh Hassan Ali, he went to the house of this boy, and he gave some ta'aziyah. Ta'aziyah means like, he gave them some condolences and some, tasalli. So, the mother, mashallah, she was kind of strong, and she said, no, I have reward, like I have yaqeen that Allah Ta'ala will give me reward, etc. So, Sheikh Hassan Ali, he went back to his house, and after like 1 week, exactly after 1 week of this boy's demise, his death, Sheikh Hassan Ali, he woke up in Fajr and he finds a text in his phone, he finds a text message. And it was from the mom. And the mom, she is saying that, Sheikh, my son who passed away, he came in my dream last night. He came in my dream last night, and I saw him, and then I became very happy. And I said, oh my son, how are you? The son replies, Ma'am, I'm very happy, I'm doing very good. And Allah Ta'ala took very good care of me. So she said, how? Tell me how. How did Allah Ta'ala take care of you? The boy, he takes out two papers in his hands. He has two papers in his hands. And in one paper there is qaida, the huruf. And in another hand, he has the Quran ayat. So he's saying, oh my mom, Ammi, your love for me, your love from the day I was born, the infinite love, the la mahdud love which I enjoyed, which I enjoyed from you. And of course, only a mother, she can explain that how much she has love for the child. Only a mother can do that. No other woman can ever express the love of a mother. It's never possible, never. So the boy is saying, oh my mom, the love, all these years of love which I have seen from you, is like this qaida, this huruf. And he showed the mom the page. It was alif, ba, ta, sa, ila al-akhir, till ya. One huruf, alif, ba, ta, sa, like this one paper. And in the other page, he showed the Quran ayat. He said, look mom, your love is this huruf. And Allah Ta'ala's love is this ayat. What does it mean? A husband who loves his wife very deeply. May Allah make all the husbands love their wife very deeply. Ameen. Say Ameen. Even if you don't want to say, still say Ameen. Yeah. A husband who loves his wife very, very deeply, or the vice versa, if the wife who loves her husband very deeply, you should also say Ameen in the back. He sends a letter to his beloved wife, and there's extreme brand new wife. Love is just boiling over the head. Right? Yeah, brand new wife, mashallah. Al-hubban ashaddu hubban lil mar'a. So he writes A to Z. In a blank page, he writes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then till Z. He folds the paper and he gives to the wife. And the wife is like, what the heck is this? I mean, what kind of stupid you are? And he's like, what kind of stupid mean? All the love is there. And the same another person, he writes a love letter of 10 lines or 5 lines of love letter. I love you. You are the life of my life. You are the sun. You are the moon of my day. Or you are the life of my whatever rubbish. I don't know those. I forgot those. I've been married 4 years. So he, no offense, she's in the document, she can pick me as well. He writes a love letter of 5 lines, but he writes them down and he gives to the wife. Which one has more effect? The writing. The boy is saying, "Oh my mom, how much you have loved me. All the nights you have spent behind me. All the days where you fed me. All the taklif, all the hardship I gave you. All the difficulties which I gave you. And all these years of events and which cannot be comprehended, all this love. Is there like this proof? And Allah's love to me is like this ayat of the Quran. Let us become Allah's. Let us become Allah Ta'ala's lover. The only homework today I will give you very humbly. It's my plea, it's my begging to you. That inshallah all of your sisters as well, today go home, just say 100 times, "Oh Allah, I love you." Just say 100 times in the dead of the night. Or whenever you want, just say this 100 times, "Oh Allah, I love you." If you do not feel a difference in your heart, then I will leave my 2 jobs in New York and I'll come back here, inshallah. Watch. I will leave my madrasa and my big masjid, I'll come back here. If you do not find any difference in your heart, wallah, it cannot be possible. Fafirru ila Allah. Allah, we were made from Allah. Allah Ta'ala, Allah made us to love Him. Allah made insan to love Allah. Okay, one last misal. One last example. Janab Rasulullah SAW, he goes to Taif, he gives da'wah and he gets pelted at, and then his whole body is bleeding, and then he's unconscious, he's bleeding like crazy, and then out of extreme, tremendous pain and tremendous bleeding, he's exhausted, he's devastated. He raises his hand to Allah and he says, "Allahumma ilayka ashku dha'fa quwwati. Allahumma ilayka ashku dha'fa quwwati wa qillati hilati wa hawani 'ala an-nas ya arhamar rahimin." Oh Allah, I do shikayat to you. Oh Allah, I complain to you my weakness. Oh Allah, I am not able to give them da'wat properly. Oh Allah, it is my fault. It is my weakness. It is my shortcomings, Ya Allah. Not for a single moment he said, "Oh Allah, I do shikayat to you. I do complaining. I complain to you that Taif follow, they beat me up." Not for a single second he said this. A Nabi of Allah pelted and pelted. He's bleeding. He's unconscious. He's thirsty. The sun is burning. His injury is getting burned. And he's saying, "Allah, I do not complain to you their stoning or their pelting. My fault." Now tell me, the Malaika, they come, they said, "Oh, Ya Muhammad, just give us one order, we will smash them." He said, "No." On the contrary, he said, "Allahumma ghfir liqawmi fa innahum la ya'lamun." Oh Allah, forgive my nation, they do not know. And then he makes dua again. Oh Allah, please take out from their progeny some people who will worship you without being shirk. Now the question is that we heard this story a million times. I am a friend of you, right? I am a friend of you. I want your halai. I want your goodness. A friend, of course he desires the goodness of his friend, right? Doesn't he? But if that friend doesn't have a baby yet, he doesn't have kids. Did you see any friend who is such a beautiful friend that before his friend is married or before he has kids, he's buying for him gifts, the baby. He's buying for the baby gifts and hadiyah? No, I don't think so. A friend only buys the gift for his friend's baby when the baby is born. And suppose that he's not his friend. Will you ever see like this, that a person who has an enemy who beat him, who pelted him, that he's buying gifts for his kids? I don't think so. This is mahal. It's kind of impossible. A person who has an enemy and he's buying for the enemy's child gifts. I don't think so. But look at Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. forget about making dua. He makes dua for that nation who pelted him, and he's making dua for their progeny as well. Look at the immense love he had for this ummah. And who is that Zat who put this love in him? Allah Ta'ala. Allah saying, فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. O Muhammad, all your mercy for the humanity, all your kindness, all your love for the humanity, it was from me, from Allah. رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. And min Allah, mean Arabic word, min tab'id, meaning it was just one small amount of mercy from me, which I put in you, that you were so merciful for the insan. That your enemy, you are making dua for the enemy's kids as well. That a small amount of mercy from me, I put in you, and you are so merciful to the insan. Then how about Allah Ta'ala's mercy? May Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq, ability. Let's purify our hearts, and let's inculcate in my heart, in my children's heart. Put your baby in your lap and say Allah, Allah. Hey, wallahi, it's not bid'ah. Inshallah, making dhikr of Allah, Allah, it is no bid'ah. Allah saying, قُلِ ادْعُوا اللَّهَ أَوِ ادْعُوا الرَّحْمَنَ أَيَّمَّا تَدْعُوا فَلَهُ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى. O Muhammad, tell the insan, قُلِ ادْعُوا اللَّهَ, call Allah, call out towards Allah. There's no nothing, Allah. قُلِ ادْعُوا اللَّهَ أَوِ ادْعُوا الرَّحْمَنَ. Make this habit of zikrullah. You will find the pleasure. In Jannah, you will never get this. Remember this. In Jannah, Allah will give you all the ni'mat. He will give you beautiful wives, buildings, food, clothes, ornaments, jewelries. You will get everything. But wallah, you will be deprived from crying for the love of Allah. We are living in America. We do double jobs. I do a job. My wife does job. My daughter, she does job. My son does job. I am sweating. No offense. If you check Desi people's armpits, I'm sorry to say this. Check the Desi people's armpits. The t-shirt is black. If the t-shirt is white, that portion is sunlight. We are sweating so much for this dunya. We are sweating. We are making water come out of my body for this dunya. But my life is passing by. Did I shed one tear of love from my eyes for the sake of Allah? Did I shed one tear of love for the sake of Allah? I didn't. Maybe I did. But who knows? I will not get this chance in Jannah. Once we go to Jannah, it's forever. Door is locked. No matter how much you try to cry for the love of Allah, you cannot. So the taste of being zikrullah, the taste of making my heart pure of filth and guna, making my heart pure of guna, doing a car wash of my heart, we cannot do this in Jannah. And it's forever. The door is locked. Whatever time we have left in this dunya, let's make it Allah's ashiq. Let's make it Allah's lover. May Allah Ta'ala grant all of us, the mothers, sisters, all of us, our children, our progeny, that we become true lovers of Allah. Ameen. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanallah bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. That's isolation. Inshallah, later on.